guys, so today I'm doing my March wrap-up / April TBR, and I actually was waiting to do this video because I'm expecting a new camera in very shortly. It was supposed to be here today, but it's not, so I just decided I would do this video since I had already kind of planned it and I don't want to put it off again. So this is a little bit of cheating because I didn't read all of these books in March, but I haven't talked about all of them. The first books I read in February, but we're going to pretend it's March, was Fangirl because I read Attachments and I loved it. I have a review up of it where I pretty much just gush about the book the entire time. It's just nonsense. So I did read Fangirl, also by Rainbow Rowell. This book, everyone is saying great things about it because there are so many great things about it. And of course, if you are a booktuber, you've probably read Harry Potter or you know about Harry Potter. And if you know about Harry Potter or you love Harry Potter, then you are Kath in this story. You can relate to this so much. It's just so nice to read a book that's about a girl who's completely obsessed with the fandom, because that's what we book people do with our favorite books. So this book is wonderful. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like, I have to say though, I did think it took too long for Levi and Kath to finally get together, and there was just a lot of awkward waiting time for them to really be a thing. But once that started really picking up, I was just like, okay, I'm there. The next book that I read was The Girl You Left Behind by Jojo Moyes. Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, I read 2 of her other books and she does not disappoint. She's a writer that is so versatile. Just for example, Me Left Behind is about 2 stories. There is a young woman who lives in France during World War I, and it's kind of like a story of her relationship with her husband, although her husband's fighting in the war. That story is amazing. And then it flashes forward to this British young woman who has recently, in the past 4 years, lost her husband and is still kind of living in that slump, and these 2 stories get intertwined. And I just have to say, honestly, the World War I story is so good. It is, I felt every emotion so strongly. The flashback story was definitely my favorite, and I have to say, the ending of this was so extremely fantastic. I cried. It was, and it sounds so cheesy to say this, but I was just so overwhelmed with emotions that I just burst into tears. Ugh. I gave this book 5 stars on Goodreads. It's wonderful. Okay, so then the other book I read this month was Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. It was getting so much hype, and I had no idea what it was. I guess it's called New Adult, which I still am not sure what New Adult actually is, but I really, I want to say I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed parts of it, but a lot of it felt really repetitive to me. The one thing that was great about this was Miles' life story, kind of flashbacks through here. Kind of learn why Miles is the way that he is. And I do like that it was slowly released, every other chapter there would be a Miles chapter, because it kind of just kept you wanting to read more, and a little bit of the puzzle will be put together with each time Miles' flashback came in. And the final book that I am still currently reading is Outlander, which everybody is reading Outlander right now, and I've joined the pack. Briefest of brief synopsis is whatever. A young woman accidentally time travels to Scotland, and it's in 1747, or it's somewhere in the 1700s. That's the brief synopsis, but holy smokes, not even halfway through, and I have no idea what's going to be happening because something just happened that I did not see coming at all. And if you've read Outlander or you're about this part, you probably know what I'm talking about, and I'm just so where's the book gonna go from here? That's where I am currently. So Outlander series is something that I want to read this month, as well as the Queen of Tearling by Erica Johansson. So actually, my boyfriend surprised me with this book, and I had no idea what it was. I had never heard about it, and apparently he's more up to date on cool book things than I am now. Look how this book is so pretty. It has whatever it's called when the pages are like this. Somebody knows that name, I'm sure. And it has a bookmark. I haven't read a book with a bookmark since I was a little girl, and I think bookmarks in books are so fun and it looks so classy. So that's all for my March wrap up as well as my April TBR. Thanks so much for watching and happy reading!